If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
So, the trainer introduction. I'm the trainer. My name is Lavanya. I have 15 years of experience on SAP. This includes SAP R3 and SAP B1 experience as well. So I will be teaching you the entire SAP FI CO codes. FI means finance, CO means controlling. And here I will be teaching you what a consultant does in real time. Okay, not only that, what a end user does. So both consultant and end user roles and responsibilities I will be teaching you with respect to a support project, an implementation project as well. But this course is mainly about a consultant role. Of course, I will be teaching you end users as well, but this is mainly about a consultant role. Okay, so remember one thing, a consultant will be paid much more than an end user. So don't aim at an end user's job. Somebody's asking me that question here in the chat box. Don't aim at an end user job. Okay, end user jobs are very less paid jobs. Aim at a consultant job. And that is what this course is about. Okay, fine. So this is going to be our agenda. So we are going to see what is this SAP course about, introduction to ERP and basics, what modules we are covering as a part of this training and what certification help we will be providing and some generic information about the blog. And last, we will be seeing all the questions. Okay. So about SAP FICO course, what are the course objectives and prerequisites? We are going to see now. Course objectives. So we will be seeing all the basic concepts and fundamentals of FI and controlling modules. So this course is about FICO. So all the basic concepts and fundamentals about finance and controlling modules we will be discussing. So as a part of finance, we will be seeing all the concepts and topics about general ledger, accounts payable, account receivables, bank accounting, asset accounting, and integration of FI with and SD. Means material management. SD means sales and distribution. So these two modules are integrated, linked with FI module. How it is linked? Okay, when it is linked, how it is working, all these we will be seeing. Okay. Now this is about FI. All these, whatever we discussed is about FI. And in controlling, we will be learning about cost controlling. Controlling is about controlling something. So what is that we are controlling in controlling module? We are controlling the cost so that we can increase our revenues. Okay, that is the purpose of using controlling module. So as a part of controlling again, we will be seeing cost element accounting, cost center accounting, profit center accounting, new product costing, COPA, and so on. All those I will be showing you now. Okay, the entire course content I will be showing you now. So we will be learning all the business processes as well. Okay, business processes means what? How we are making the payment, when we get a payment from customer, how we will have a post. All these are the processes. Okay, suppose we receive the bank statement from the bank. How we are processing that bank statement. That is a process. So how we are learning all the business processes in FICO. And we are going to see how we apply implementation. Okay. So as I told you, I will be teaching you about a support project and an implementation project as well. And also we are applying real-time training with end-to-end implementation process. So I will be giving you some scenarios as well. See, this is not only about teaching, but also I'm giving you a lot of assignments, which you are supposed to complete before you attend the next session. Okay. So I will be giving you so many real-time scenarios which you will have to, okay, practice them, which you will have to try them in the SAP system. Okay, so real-time training is also covered on important topics. Now, prerequisite. What are the prerequisites in order to take up this course? Usually people think in order to take up FICO course, they need to be well versed with all the accounting concepts, with the financial accounting, everything. But to be precise, the basics of financial accounting, okay, you have to know before you take up this course. But we get a lot of participants who are from technical background, who are from like BTech, MTech and all. Okay, so they usually do not have any kind of basics of financial accounting. So what we started is, we are taking a separate session only on the basics of financial accounting, so that people who are from the technical background need not worry at all that they do not have any kind of basics on financial accounting. We are very much there to help you on the basics as well. So prerequisites, if you see, nothing is prerequisite. Okay, even if you're not aware of the basics of financial accounting, you need not worry. We are definitely taking up a separate session just on the basics. Okay, so we will be taking that session only if the participants are there from the technical background. Even if we find one participant from the technical background, we will be able to take it. Otherwise, if all the participants, all the 100% of the participants are from, financial accounting background, finance background, they don't need these basics. Okay. So if you are from technical background, if any one of the participants is from technical background, definitely we will be able to take up this session, the separate session on the basics. Okay, fine. Now, who should take up this course? Okay, any person who would want to make a career in the field of SAP FICO can take up this course, and any SAP R3 end user and SAP B1 end users. So that means end users. End users means what? End users means the persons who are not consultants. Okay, see, on SAP application, consultant is working, who is working on the back end. End user is working on the front end. Okay, so SAP end users, SAP R3 end users and SAP B1 end users. So now you might be thinking, what is the difference between this R3 and B1? B1 is the application by SAP company for small scale industries, and R3 is the application by SAP company for large scale industries. In order to get this, in order to buy this application, companies have to spend some millions. Okay, so which cannot be afforded by small scale industries. So for them, especially for small scale industries, SAP company has introduced this application called B1. So small scale B1, large scale R3. Got it, everyone? Now, not only end users, even the other consultants who are working on other modules like MM, material management, SD, sales and distribution, and PS. PS means project systems. So why the consultants who are working on other modules have to learn FICO? Because these modules are very much integrated with FICO. Okay, these are interlinked with FICO. Okay, so that is the reason why consultants who are working on these applications can also learn FICO. Not only this, even ABAPers. ABAPers means who? ABAPers means the consultants who are working on technical side of SAP. Okay, so technical means ABAP. Now somebody is asking me, both have the same configuration, R3 and B1. Not 100%. Okay, about 40 to 50%. Yes. Can I work on B1 after? See, why do you want to work upon B1 after learning R3? R3 is much higher end. R3 is much higher end. Okay. So after learning B1, you can go to R3. It is not that from R3 you are going back to B1. It is regressive. You have to be progressive, right? Got it, Harry? Fine. So ABAPers can also take up this course, and SAP testers. Testers means what? Testers are the persons who are working in testing project. Okay. In very big companies, they hire professionals only for testing purpose. Okay. So these people are doing just the testing on some scenarios. Okay. So if you're doing testing on scenario, if you do not know the entire scenario, if you do not know the entire business process, then you might not be able to understand how to do the testing. So that is a purpose. Even testers also can take up this course. Now, SAP BI. BI means again, this is a separate module in SAP. Okay, so these BI persons, okay, these are working on the reporting side. These people work on reporting side. So even if these persons, learn FICO course, it will be much beneficial for them. Okay. Now, Vinay is asking, after FICO, ABAP is necessary? Not at all. Okay, not at all. Not at all necessary, Vinay. Okay, but if at all you want to learn, definitely I can help you with the material, with the video recordings. Okay, but it is up to you. If you want to learn, you can. Otherwise, you can just leave it. This course doesn't cover B1. This course covers only R3. B1, I'm telling you, you need not learn because it is not used at all. Okay, in large scale industries, it is not used. You are aiming at much higher end application, which is R3. B1 is lower end. Please remember. Okay, we are aiming at R3 only. This course is all about R3. These are less paid. B1 are less paid. R3 are high paid professionals. Got it, everyone? Fine. So all the project managers can take up this course for working on SAP, and all the professionals who would want to make a career in SAP FICO can take up. Most importantly, who would want to make a career in HANA, S4 HANA, also can take up this course. Now, most of the people we see here, they directly join HANA course without learning SAP FICO. Everything will be like Greek and Latin for them. And after 10 days of time, they come back to SAP FICO course. So those, 10 days of time is, just the wastage. Okay, it is just mere waste of time, if you see. Okay, so learn FICO and then go to HANA. That is a correct way of learning HANA. Got it, everyone? Fine. Now, SAP FICO offers highly advanced means of financial transaction reporting. Okay, so this is with the help of R3. Shamir is asking me the difference between HANA and SAP FICO. The very basic differences I will be telling you while we are discussing the topics, because currently if I tell you, first thing, we did not even understand what FICO is. We did not even discuss the basics of FICO. So if I tell you even the basics of HANA and the differences, a beginner will not be able to understand. Okay, so the differences definitely I will be discussing now as a part of the course while telling you the topics. In the middle of the topics, I will be telling you the rest of the topics. Okay. SAP FICO offers highly advanced. See here, when I say SAP FICO, it means only R3. Okay. It offers highly advanced means of financial transaction reporting. Okay. So very high end or advanced way of financial transaction reporting we will be seeing in R3. So thereby we are handling better way of accounts. Now next. So here we will be covering FI and CO as I told you. FI, if you see, it is called external reporting and CO is called internal reporting. Now, why FI is called external reporting and why CO is called internal reporting? Because whatever reports you draw from FI, okay, like those reports are like the P&L statement, the balance sheet statement, the cash flow statements. All these reports, once you draw from FI module, you will have to share all those reports with banks, tax authorities, with the stakeholders or stockholders. Okay. Because you're sharing all these reports with the outsiders. All these are outsiders, no? So because you're sharing all these reports with the outsiders, it is called external reporting. FI is called external reporting. Whereas CO, if you see, the reports that you draw from CO, controlling module, you don't share with outsiders. Why? What is the reason? Because CO module, which means controlling module is all about controlling the cost. Now, why outsiders are interested to know how you are controlling the cost in your company? They are not interested. They are interested only to know the what is the financial position of the company, how much is the net profit or net loss done by the company. Okay, so which will be shown in the profit and loss and bank statement, which you're drawing from FI. Whereas from controlling, you will be drawing the reports which will be showing how you are controlling the cost. That's it. So those reports, outsiders are not at all interested to know. Then who is interested? Only the management. And management is internal to the company. So that is the reason why controlling is called internal reporting or management reporting. Internal reporting or management reporting. Both are the same. Okay, fine. Next. Now, we offer 3 types of training. ZaranTech offers 3 types of training on SAP FICO. Those 3 are ILLT, ILVT, SPVT. ILLT means instructor-led live training. So now the demo session now is ILLT. Trainer is very much there in the session. Participants are also there. Okay, so this is an online session. Okay, both are there. Now next is ILVT, instructor-led video training. In ILVT, you will be provided with the recorded videos. You will be provided with the recorded videos. Now, you can go through these videos whenever you are not at a session like this. Whenever you have time, you can go through. If you have any question, trainer is very much there. Okay, trainer is very much there to sort out your queries. And how you're interacting with the trainer, it is with the help of the blog. Now this blog, how it looks like, let me just show you. I'm showing you how a blog given by ZaranTech looks like. So I'm sharing the blog now. Everybody should be able to see this blog. Okay, some random blog I'm showing you, last year's batch. Okay, the course content you can see. In the blog itself, you can see the entire course content. All this is the course content. If you want, we can mail you all this course content. Okay, all this is the course content. Now, discussion board is where the participants are interacting with the trainer. And the trainer is also interacting or answering the queries of the participants. Even you can contact the support team from here. So support team is giving some update here. Okay. So like this, you can interact with the trainer from here. Assignments and case studies. Just now I told you, I'm giving you a lot of assignments. Okay. So which you are supposed to be completing before you attend the next session. So assignments here itself, you can see. Okay. And next tab, materials tab. Okay. Now materials, all the materials that you will be given from ZaranTech, you will be able to see here. But currently what they did is, last year they used to upload all the materials from here, but currently what they are doing is, they are mailing all the materials to your email ID. They will be mailing you. Okay. Even the certification related dumps also, they will be mailing to you. So currently from materials tab, they are not providing, they are mailing you all the material. Now next is video recordings. All the video recordings from the demo session you will be able to see here. From the demo, okay, all the video recordings you will be able to see here. Session meeting links. So which session is having which link, here itself you will be able to see, including the session topic names. Okay, so this is the blog provided by ZaranTech supporting. Okay, you will be able to access this blog once the the registration is done. And next is, so these are the 3 types of training solutions offered by ZaranTech. Instructor-led video training means you will be given the videos, and whenever you have time, you can go through the recordings and you can contact the instructor from the discussion board in the blog. Last is SPVT. SPVT means self-paced video training. Self-paced means self-learning. Okay, trainer access won't be there in this. Okay, but you will be given all the videos recording. Even in ILLT also, all the video recordings are very much given, but you are attending the online session as well. Okay, got it everyone? So these are the 3 learning solutions. You can choose anyone you want. All the enrolled participants will be getting the blog access. Okay, you need to enroll to get the blog access. So we will be giving you all the study material. Okay, mock interview session will also be taken once the entire course is completed. And case studies will be given, uploaded in the blog. And blog access will be given for 1 year long. 1 year long blog access will be given to you all. Okay, fine everyone. Any question till here? Fine. So now I am in the slide number 10 about ERP. Now what is this ERP? Why you will have to see what an ERP is? This course is about SAP. Then why we will have to see what an ERP is? Because SAP is ERP. Okay. Now ERP is an acronym which stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning is a suite of integrated applications. Okay, so now new terms are coming. Okay, new terminology we are learning. It is a suite of integrated applications. Now, what is this integration? What are the applications? Let us see. Suppose, let us take an example of a manufacturing company. Okay, manufacturing company, if you see, so many departments are present. If you see, like production department is there, sales department is there, okay, and HR department is there, finance department is there, right? Stores department, so many departments are there. These departments are termed as modules when it comes to ERP. Okay. Now, when I say FICO module means finance department, SD module, sales department, MM module, material department, or the procurement department. Okay. Stores, WM module, warehouse management. WM means warehouse management. Module means the stores department. So modules in ERP are nothing but the departments themselves. Got it, everyone? Okay. So ERP is a suite of integrated applications. Now, what is this integration? Integration means interlinking. Why there has to be interlink? Now, let us see one example for that. Suppose I'm a accountant. I'm sitting in the office location. I'm working for a manufacturing company. Manufacturing company means factory. So this factory will be somewhere in the outskirts. Okay. But I'm an accountant. I will have to sit in the office location. Office is located somewhere in the middle of the city. Okay. So now, as an accountant, while carrying out my roles and responsibilities, okay, suppose I would want to make payment to the vendor. Now, when I would want to make payment to the vendor, what I will have to do? I will have to pick the invoice which is due for payment for that vendor. And once I pick the invoice, what is happening? I will have to see whether the transaction mentioned in that invoice is in completed status or not. Only once it is completed status, I can make the payment. Okay. Now, how will I know the transaction? Suppose the transaction mentioned in the invoice is receipt of the raw material. Okay. Vendor has billed some raw material on my company. Okay. So that raw material should be reaching my stores department. Now, how will I know whether that raw material has reached the stores department? Stores will be located nearby the plant or factory. But where am I sitting? I'm sitting in the office location and plant is somewhere in the outskirts. So how will I be knowing whether the raw material has received? Okay, stores department has got the material. How will I know? I will have to call up that stores person or I will have to put a mail. Till the time I get the reply from him, my work is halted here. What is my work? Payment to the vendor. My work is halted because of some reason, okay, which is not belonging to my module. My module is FI module, but that person belongs to stores module, stores department. Okay. So because of some department, some other department, my work is getting halted. In order to overcome this, we are going for integration. Integration means what? Interlinking. Okay. So the stores module is linked, interlinked with the finance module. So when it is interlinked, what is happening? The data will be flowing from stores module to the finance module. Stores module means WM, warehouse management. So from WM module, the data will be flowing to FI module. What data will be flowing here? Whenever the stores person is getting the material from the vendor, he will be updating in his books of accounts or in his module saying that so and so raw material has been received by this vendor on so and so date, this many quantity. All these details he will be mentioning, okay, in his module. So whatever the details he mentioned in his module, I will be able to see, but I belong to finance module. Okay, that is how it is. When you do interlinking, when you do integration, both are the same. Interlinking, integration, both are the same. So data flow will be happening. When data flow is happening, I will be able to see the data which has been entered by other person from other department as well. So in this case, my work is never halted. Okay, I need not wait. Okay, to get a reply from any other person from any other module. Got it, everyone? Okay, so this is the reason why we implement ERP. Okay, so in ERP, integration or interlinking will be there. Now, what is the purpose of interlinking? Just now we discussed data flow will happen. If data flow is there, I need not depend on any other person from any other department to carry out my own responsibilities. Okay, got it, everyone? Now, this is a very basic thing about ERP. Now, ERP systems track business resources and the status of business commitments. Okay, so just now we saw the status of the business commitment. Business commitment means what? The receipt of the raw material, the sending of the finished goods. Any transaction is a business commitment. Now, what is the status of it? You will be able to know by yourself. Just now we discussed how we saw. As an FI person, okay, I saw the details entered by the WM or warehouse management person. Okay, so this is the purpose of implementing ERP. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Now we are going to the next slide. Question and answers I will be answering. I saw some in chat box, so many questions. Okay, definitely I'm answering. Please give me a moment. Now, SAP FI. FI means financial accounting, CO means controlling. Okay. Now, this SAP application was started by a company called SAP AG in the year 1972 in a city called Waldorf in Germany. Okay. Now, because it was originated in Germany, definitely it will be having a German name. So SAP acronym stands for this in German language. I don't know how to spell it. In English, it stands for Systems, Applications and Products in Data Processing. So never say SAP, never say FICO. SAP FICO, it is not that. It is SAP CO, not SAP FICO. Please remember. Never make this mistake in interviews. Okay, not SAP FICO, it is SAP FICO. Okay, fine. Now, SAP is an integrated business software to process all functionalities of an organization in order to obtain a unified solution. Now, what is this? Let us see. So just now we discussed SAP is ERP application. Fine. In ERP, what is that? We saw integration between the applications. So when there is integration between the applications, you will be able to see something called data flow is happening. That also we discussed. So data is flowing. Okay, we saw the example how the data is flowing from WM to finance module. So when data is flowing, you need to remember something. Single time object creation you will have to do. Now, what is this again? Object means data, some data. What data? In SAP, you have 3 types of data. Okay, in SAP, you have 3 types of data. What are those 3 types? First, master data. Second, configuration data. Third, transaction data. So these are the 3 types of data you will be able to see in SAP. Now, all these data you will have to create only once. That is called single time object creation. Any data in SAP needs to be created only once. You need not create multiple times. Okay. Now, let me give you one example here. Now, I'm an FI person. I'm creating one invoice. I got an invoice from my vendor. So I'm creating the invoice. I'm posting that invoice. Now, the purchasing department is there. Okay. So they also got to know some transaction has happened between the vendor and the company. Okay. They got the invoice. They also trying to post the same invoice. Okay. Now, whenever I'm posting that invoice, the purchasing people will also be able to see that invoice. When they are able to see that invoice, why they have to post the same invoice again? It will cause data redundancy. Redundancy means repetition. So why repetition of the data? Why do you have to enter the same invoice 2 times? Okay, it does not make sense. So that is the reason why any data, if you see, I'm giving you the example of transaction data. Okay, so similarly, you will be having master data, you will be having the configuration data as well. Okay, so the details of all these data you will be able to understand over time. Okay, just okay in 1 hour. Okay, a beginner will not be able to understand all this. Okay, in demo session, kindly don't expect, because all this is new terminology for you. Okay, you will be able to understand only to some extent, only uh, through practice and over time one will be able to understand all this. Fine. So single time object creation means what? You need not create the same data again and again. Okay, so that is called single time object creation. Any data means whether it is master data, configuration data, or transaction data, you will have to create only once in SAP. Okay, now next, SAP R3. SAP applications built around their latest R3. R stands for in R3, R stands for real-time data processing. Okay, fine. R stands for real-time data processing. What is this 3? Why only 3? Why not R4? Why not R2? There is some meaning to it. Okay, so 3 means there is something. That 3 we will be discussing in the coming slide, in slide number 16. Okay, regarding this 3, I will be telling you in slide number 16. Fine. Next. The latest version of R3 includes a comprehensive internet-enabled package. Now, SAP is internet-enabled package. What do you mean by this internet-enabled? Let me tell you. Now, if you want to open up or work upon any software, what is that you will be doing? You will be installing that software or application in your system, right? Only then you will be able to work upon it. But when it comes to SAP, you need not install. Okay, please pay attention here. See, I will be telling you one thing. If you want to install SAP, you can definitely install, but you need not install. Okay, so first option is installing SAP. If you are installing, fine, you can go ahead with it. Now, second option, I don't want to install. When I don't want to install, what I have to do? I will have to get the internet connectivity. When I get the internet connectivity, again, I will be having 2 more options. What are those options? Once I get the internet connectivity, I will have to download the logon pad in order to access SAP application from my desktop. That means I can access SAP from my desktop through internet connectivity. Now, the other option, when I have internet, the other option is I don't want to access SAP from my desktop. I'm not installing, I'm not accessing from my desktop. Then how? Okay, once you have the internet, go for remote desktop connectivity. So when you get remote desktop connectivity, you are not installing, you are not accessing SAP application from your own desktop. Okay, so you will have to open up the remote desktop. From the remote desktop means not your desktop. It is some other's desktop you are accessing from your system. From there, you are accessing SAP. Okay, so first option is installation. Second option is internet enabled. Under internet enabled, you will be having 2 options. First option is accessing from your own desktop. Second option is remote desktop. So ZaranTech will be providing a remote desktop access to SAP. So that means you need not install. You need not even download the logon pad. Okay, it is very easier. Going for remote desktop is much more easier. Next, SAP is a table-driven customization software. Now, table-driven. Have you ever come across the term RDBMS? Anyone? RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. Okay, example, Oracle is RDBMS. That means in any RDBMS, all the data will be stored in tables. Okay, all the data. And these tables will be having rows and columns in them. Okay, for SAP R3, the backend database is Oracle. Oracle is RDBMS. So that means whatever data you are storing in SAP or creating in SAP have to be stored in tables. That means SAP is also RDBMS because the backend database is Oracle. This is with respect to R3. Now, how about HANA? S4 HANA. For S4 HANA, the backend database is HANA. Okay, so for S4 HANA, the backend database is HANA. For R3, the backend database is Oracle. Got it, everyone? Okay, so this is one of the basic difference between R3 and HANA. Somebody was asking me the differences, right? This is one of the basic difference. Okay. So table driven means SAP, whatever data you're creating, you're storing, every data will be stored in tables only. Why? Because the backend database is Oracle. Oracle is RDBMS. Customization software. Now, what do you mean by the term customization? The term customization means changing according to the requirement of the client. The same holds good here. Even in SAP, you can make changes according to the requirement of the client. But remember, always, whenever you get any kind of requirement from your end users, try to propose a standard solution. Standard solution means what? The solution which is being offered by SAP AG company is called the standard solution. If that standard, sorry. So if that standard solution doesn't meet the requirement of your end user, only then go for customization. So in customization, what you are doing, you're making changes in the application with the help of the ABAP. You will be sitting with ABAP, who is a technical person, and you will be doing the changes. Okay. Now, as a part of our training, customization I will be teaching you, but a very little of customization I will be teaching you, because in interviews you will be expected to answer standard. Nobody will be asking you customizations in the interview. Customizations means specific to that project. Now, against which projects your interviewer will be asking you questions about? Okay. They will be asking you only the standard. So you will have to learn the standard first. Got it, everyone? Okay. So you propose the standard solution first against any requirement. If that standard solution doesn't meet the requirement of your client, then go for customization. Why? Because customizations include a lot of time and cost. That is the reason why propose a standard solution. Then go for customization if it is not meeting the requirement. Okay. Now, let us answer some questions in the chat box. Blog access will be given for 1 year long. Yes. Is it any separate module in HR? In SAP, you will be able to see HR module as well. Our course is about FICO. Okay. Now, yeah, that's it. Only these many questions. You can access the videos and materials in the blog for 1 year long, but materials, as I told you, because it is emailed to you, materials are lifetime. Okay. 2 modules. FICO are 2 different sub-modules in the same FICO application. Certification will be different. Okay. Fine. Now I'm in slide number 14. So now we are going to discuss all the ERP packages. So training cost, support team will be telling you. This training is 50 hours course, 50 hours. Okay. But the cost and all support team will be telling you. Now, ERP packages. Just like SAP, there are many other ERP packages in the market, but SAP tops the list. Why SAP has to top the list? Because of this reason. Because of customization. In SAP, you can easily do the customization, unlike any other module, unlike any other ERP package. Okay. In SAP, you can easily do customizations. That is the reason why SAP tops the list. Next, releases. Releases are nothing but the different versions. Okay. So as a part of our training, we are definitely discussing the very latest version, which is SAP EHP 7. On the latest version only, we are working. Okay. Now, slide number 16. So just now we were discussing this 3 number we are going to discuss here. Now let us see. The architecture of SAP is based on 3-tier client and server structure. 3-tier. 3-tier means what? 3 layers will be present in the architecture. What are those 3 layers? Presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. Now, what are these 3 layers about? Presentation layer means which layer you are able to see, you are able to access SAP application. It is the monitor. Okay. So on monitor only, you will be able to see SAP, right? Okay. So presentation layer means graphical user interface, where user is interfacing with the application. Okay. That is the presentation layer. Next is application layer. Application layer is acting as an intermediary between the presentation layer and the database layer. Third is the database layer. Just now we discussed the term RDBMS, Relational Database Management. So here, all the data will be stored in tables. Okay. So these 3 layers are present in the architecture. That is the reason why it is R3. 3 means 3 layers. Got it, everyone? Okay. So this you need to remember. Now, slide number 17. Landscape. Very, very important. Landscape means what? How the systems are defined in SAP. Okay. Development, quality, and production. 3 systems will be there. This landscape is a basic landscape. It does not mean each and every project will be having the same basic landscape. Complex landscape can also be present, but in our demo, let us make it very simple. Let us discuss only the basic. Okay. In the coming topics, we will be discussing, in the coming sessions, we will be discussing the complex landscape as well. So the basic landscape includes the development, quality, and production. Now, what are these? These are the systems. Development system means what? Development system means all the development will be done in this system. See, the name itself is saying development system means all the development will be done. Development means what? All the configurations and all. will be done in this development system. Okay, who will be doing the configuration? The consultant will be doing the configuration. The configuration which is being done by the functional consultant. Functional means what? Who are not technical. Technical means what? A BAPR is a person who is technical. Okay. Now we are technical. We are not technical. We are functional. Okay. FICO is functional. MM, SD, PM, QM, HRMS, WM. All these are functional. Okay. Technical means a BAPR only. So the configuration or the development, okay, will be done by the functional person. That means whatever development that is being done by the functional person is called the configuration. And whatever development that is being done by the technical person is called the development only, no other term. For technical person, no other term. It is called the development only. For the functional person, it is called development or configuration. Okay. So once the development is done, what we are doing? We will be putting all that development into one object called TR. TR. TR stands for transport request. Okay. We will be putting all the development into the TR and we will have to move that TR from development to quality. When you move that TR, what is happening? Whatever development changes that are stored in that TR will be reflecting in quality system. Okay. So in quality system, we don't do any development. In production system, we don't do any development. It is only the development system wherein we are doing the development or configuration, and hence the name development system. Okay, in quality and production, no development. Okay, so that means TR, just now I showed you, TR. TR is the object which can be seen only in development system. TRs you cannot see in quality or production. Okay, fine everyone. Okay, so before you move the TR from the development to quality, you do some testing in development system. The testing performed in the development system is called unit testing. Now, once you move the TR to quality system, changes will be reflected here. The development changes will be reflected here. After the development changes are reflecting here in quality, you do testing one more time in quality. That is called integration testing, IT. And once you do the integration testing, you will be documenting the changes. You will be documenting those testing results in one document. That document is called test script. Okay. And you will be sharing that test script with your end user. End user will be going through that test script and he will be doing the testing from his end in quality system, which is called user acceptance test, UAT. Okay. So once UAT is completed successfully, they will be giving you approval to move the TR to production system. Now then, the TR will be moved from where? From development to production, not from quality to production. Because in quality, there is no TR, no? So development to quality, and then once you get the approval, development to production. Okay. So this is the basic landscape. Okay. I'm not covering any complex landscapes here. Complex landscape we will be discussing in the coming sessions. So just now I told you about a TR. TR stands for transport request. Structure of a TR means when you try to create a TR either manually or automatically, a parent TR along with the child TR will be created. How it looks like, I will be showing you from session 1. Okay. That is called the structure of a TR. Modification of a TR means what? You are modifying the TR. Okay, why do you want to modify? Suppose I made some mistake. Okay, while saving into the TR, I made some mistake. I want to correct it. I'm modifying it. Okay, statuses of a TR. When you create a TR, either automatically or manually, okay, cutover activities I will be telling you. Okay, cutover activities means the activities which are performed before go live are cutover activities. Okay, example, creation of the tax code in production system. I will be telling you in the coming topics anyway. Okay. So statuses of a TR means two statuses will be present for a TR. First is modifiable, next is released status. Types of TR, two types of TR you can see, workbench TR and customizing TR. Movement of a TR, just now I showed you how TRs are moving from development to quality and then development to production system. Okay, much more about transport request I will be showing you, okay, in SAP system. In demo, I'm covering only the basic, only the outline, that's it. Okay. Now, SAP methodology. See, two methodologies you are following to implement SAP. First is SAP methodology, which is very, very old, very, very obsolete. Okay. So SAP methodology. ASAP stands for accelerated SAP. ASAP stands for accelerated SAP. So in this methodology, if you see, 5 different phases are there. Can you hear me properly, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So 5 different phases will be there in ASAP methodology. Currently, we are not using.
Now we are not hearing, ma'am.
You are not able to hear me properly.
I mean, your voice is not audible at all.
Okay, okay, fine. Just give me a moment. I think when I'm okay, due to air, voice is not coming properly. Is it okay now, everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Yeah, thank you. So these 5 different phases are present under ASAP methodology. These phases are, see, even though this methodology you're not using, you will have to learn because this is a basis. ASAP methodology is the basis. Okay. Now, what are those 5 phases? Project preparation, business blueprint, realization, final preparation, and go live. Project preparation is a phase wherein the project manager will be planning all goals and objectives. He will be drawing the budget plan and he will be assigning the resources. Resources means who? The manpower. Okay. Now, business blueprint means this is the second phase, which is also called as is and to be. Actually, business blueprint is a document. It is a phase, it is a second phase, but it is a document. Okay. Now, real-time documentation I will be giving to you as a part of the training. So much of real-time documentation, which I have personally worked, okay, on my previous projects, I will be giving to you. So one of them is business blueprint. Okay. So this document is also called as is and to be document. Why it is called as is and to be document? Because in business blueprint, we will be mentioning as is. As is means what? Prior to the implementation of SAP in my end user company, what application they were using, that application is called legacy system. Kindly mute yourself, everyone. Prior to the implementation of SAP, whatever application they were using is called legacy system. In legacy system, how a particular business process was implemented, that is called as is, as it was. It as is means as it is or as it was. To be means how the same business process I'm going to implement in SAP. Okay. On the left hand side, you mention as is, and on the right hand side, you mention to be. Mute yourself, everyone, please. Okay. So as is and to be put together is called business blueprint. So I will be giving you at least 4 to 5 number of business blueprint documents so that you can go through them before attending any interview. Okay, fine. Now next is realization phase. Realization phase is the phase wherein the consultants will be doing the configuration based on the BBP document. BBP means business blueprint. Okay. Now, final preparation is the phase where you do a lot of testing. End user is also doing the testing. You do training to end user. You do cutover activities also. Cutover activities are the activities to be performed in production system before go live. Okay. List of cutover activities are there, which I will be giving you in the coming sessions. Now, data migration is also done. Data migration means what? Whatever data which is there in the legacy system will be transferred or will be transported to SAP. Legacy system means what? Just now I told you. Prior to implementing SAP, whatever application that the end user is using is the legacy system. Okay. What if they were using the legacy system for the past 10 years? In 10 years, they would have accumulated so much of data. All that 10 years of data, do you think it is possible to recreate in SAP? Recreating means entering. Okay. Can you create all? So in 10 years, they would have created some millions of transactions, suppose. All those transactions, can you sit and enter the same transactions manually? Not possible. How much of time it will take? So you do in an automatic way. You transport from the legacy system to SAP system. In few minutes, it will be transported. All that millions of transactions will be transported to SAP system in few minutes of time. Okay. So that is data migration. Go live means what? You are readying your production system. You have transported the TR and all, and production system is ready for end user. That is go live. Okay. So need not worry. ASAP methodology currently nobody is using. Currently agile methodology is used. In agile methodology, these many phases won't be. Agile methodology is very simple. The requirement is split into sprints, SPRINT. You will be handling the requirement in sprint. That's it. Okay. So more about agile methodology, we will be learning. Now, organization structure. As an FI person, as an FI CO person rather, you will have to be, actually FI is the very first module to be implemented in any SAP project. Why? The reason is FI person is the person who creates this organization unit called company code. This organization unit, wherever I'm moving the cursor. Okay, so this company code will be created by FI person. This is a mandatory organization unit in order to post any transaction on SAP. Okay, now without having this company code, you cannot make any postings. When there are no postings, why SAP? Okay, so this is a mandatory organization unit, which is called company code, which is also called legal entity. Okay, this is also called legal entity. Now, this company code is not only used by FI person, but also by SD person, MM person, HR, and all other module consultants will be using this. Okay, so FI person is the first person who is coming into picture in any implementation project. He will create the company code. Okay, and then all other consultants will come into picture. They will be creating their own organization units, and they will be assigning their organization units to company code. See how they are linked. Every organization unit is linked to company code. Okay, so this is a mandatory one created by FI person. I'm not telling it is CO person. FI person will create. Okay. Levels of data creation. Levels of data creation or object creation are very, very important. Why? Because suppose you're working on a support project. You got some requirement. You got some incident. Your end user is asking you to create some object or create some data. So because he's asking, can you directly create? Not at all. You will have to analyze at which level it will fall, at which level that particular data is falling, you will have to analyze. Okay. So whether it is client level, operating concern level, controlling area level, country level, chart of accounts level, company code level, or chart of depreciation level. Okay. Now you will have to analyze. Once you analyze, you will have to get proper approvals from process owner and also product owner. Okay, so how you will know where to get the approval? Only when you know the level of data creation, you will be able to understand. Got it, everyone? Okay, so how to understand which level it falls? Now, nobody will be able to know. A beginner will not be able to know now. Only once we start organization structure, once we start making postings, one will be able to understand, not now. Okay, but remember there is something called levels of data creation. That's it. Now, what are the different modules we are covering as a part of FICO training? FI module, which contains the basic settings, general ledger, accounts payable, receivables, bank accounting, asset accounting, new GL, and reports and FSV. And controlling, cost element accounting, cost center, internal orders, period and closing, budgeting, profit center accounting, profitability analysis, and product costing. And also integration of FI with MM and SD. So all these we will be learning. Now, what are the benefits of implementing SAP FICO? It enables smooth financial accounting and controlling functions. The reporting will be very fast and very reliable. Okay. Now, certification help. As I told you, if you are learning FICO's two different certifications, you will have to do FI separately, CO separately. Okay. And FI, if you see, multiple choice questions will be there, 80 number of questions, 180 minutes, passing mark. Similarly, CO. Okay. Roles and responsibilities of a FICO consultant. See, let me tell you, not just FICO consultant, any module consultant, if you see, their roles and responsibilities depend on type of the project they are working in. If it is implementation project, some set of roles and responsibilities. If it is support project, some other set. Okay. Support project, if you see, you will be having some ticketing tool, remedy tool, or SM9 tool, SM7 tool, ServiceNow tool, Marvel tool. Okay. See, these are the new terms, everyone, which you need to remember. Over time, you will be able to remember. Okay. Now, so this is how the multiple choice questions will be for certification. Now, career path. See, once you're done with the course here from ZaranTech, you need not start your career as an associate consultant. That means you need not start from the beginning. Associate consultant is the starting designation for FICO consultant. Then he becomes senior associate, then consultant, then senior consultant, then lead principal, and so on. Okay, you need not start from the beginning. You can start from here, from the middle, or from here. Anywhere between these two, you can start your career once you're done with the course here. Okay. Now, salary trends always depends upon the type of company you are joining and with how much years of experience you're joining and also the location. Okay. So top reasons we have already discussed, okay, why we are implementing. So just now we discussed, okay, reliable reporting, quick reporting, okay. Next. Course content, I have already shown you the course content in the blog, okay. If you want, we can share all the course content with you. In the blog, I've shown you course content. If you want, I will be asking support team to share all the course content. So FI, CO along with integration, we will be discussing. Real-time scenarios on important topics we will be discussing. Real-time documents like BBP, HLD, FSD or FS. FSD is also called FS document. Test scripts, UAT documents, okay, and assignments I will be giving to you, reference material for certification, and the material which you can go through while practicing. All these will be given, and at the end, resume preparation help I will be giving, and mock interview, one mock interview session after the entire course is over. Okay.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.